back, and here we are with Plan C, which also happens to be Walk It Off Take 2. So first stop for the day is here at Sutherland's Bush. I've done the short loop once before, back on Walk It Off, which I'll put a link hopefully. So now I'm coming back to do the full loop and hopefully check out some other forest and bird managed reserves in the area, which I've heard really good things about. So just after you dip down through the creek bed where the red track turns off, there's a little bit of a climb and it brings you up above the river. Sound of running water, heaps of bird life, and a pretty easy, well-marked track. It's a really pleasant walk. So why is this Plan C, you might be wondering? Yesterday I was supposed to be doing a track that had popped up on my radar once again. Unfortunately, the forecast yesterday was for a lot of rain, so we called that off. Today was looking good. Packed and ready to go, doing some last minute research while I devour my breakfast. And many of the reviews recommend do not do it in winter because it is a mud bog. Guaranteed for slipping and so on, and taking longer than the dock times. So I thought, in the interests of safety and making it home, I would call that. All my other Plan Bs were seeing rain today, so left me at a bit of a loose end. But as everybody knows, there are a lot of work days and not a lot of days off. So in the general Manawatu area, which is sort of where I'm near, there is a flock of sulphur crest cockatoos who absolutely make themselves known. One of the last things you expect to find in New Zealand. However, it does bring back some childhood memories of Sam, who was a sulphur crest cockatoo, the Chartwell shopping centre in Hamilton in the 1980s. Used to really look forward to going in there on the late night shopping, Thursday or Friday, whatever it was, way back in the day. My father seemed to have a knack of getting him quite excited, and so you'd be able to hear Sam squawk like that from the other end of the shopping centre after you'd left, which may have been where my love of birds, especially parrots, has come from. Mischief with wings. Bushwalks like this are great for building up a bit of confidence if you're new to tramping, new to following markers, ungraded trails, without getting way out into the wilderness for multiple days. A lot of people have said to me over the while, I'd love to do the things that you go out and do, but I don't have the confidence. My advice to that is start small. Do little things. In most regions there's a lot of little short day walks, half-day walks. This one's approximately 90 minutes, but it has shorter options, so you can do 30 odd minutes. And they're great for doing with the kids, to get the kids' confidence up if you're planning on doing an overnighter. You can take the time, and explore. And it's also about getting out and enjoying the sights and sounds and smells and colours and shapes of nature. Distract you from the 9 to 5. And a tip for you: if the kids are struggling on the walk, turn it into a game to see who can find the most markers. That keeps them looking forward and moving forward, motivates them to the next marker. New letterbox means a new reserve. On the back road from Whanganui to Hunterville, there is multiple of these reserves. This is Sutherland's Manawatu Reserve, so there's at least 4, but this one's another 50 minutes apparently, so let's check it out. Past some big remu down there, a massive totara, and an abundance of kahikatea. Interestingly enough, halfway through, focused on the mud bog, I noticed that the new track goes around it. Something incredible about the way silver fern, well, it's silver, but the way it reflects light and how strikingly bright it is with a little bit of light coming through the forest canopy. You can see them in the distance, I just can't see what they are. Their behaviour looks tui-like during mating, but the sound I feel is more rosella, which I've not seen rosellas in this area, but it doesn't mean they're not. Don't get me wrong, they're definitely not a tui, because that's not a tui sound. Laird's Bush, number 3 for the day. So this, you can't actually see the bush reserve from the road, but make your way up there. Apparently we're an hour, so we'll see. So after grunting up the hill, the bush begins to appear. So if you're still watching and you're really enjoying these bush reserves, you will have already liked and subscribed, because everybody's already told you to do that. So what I'm going to tell you is check out Whanganui Scenic Reserve, which was, there was a track I did back on Waitangi Day a couple of years ago, absolutely spectacular, and what I believe is one of the best scenic reserves that I've been to is also in Rangawa here, up behind the cemetery. I can't remember the name of it, but I'll put it on the screen. And so not too far from here in the Greater Whanganui Manawatu area, and these day walks are just fantastic. Really good way to get out for an hour or two, accessible to almost everybody. So lace up your boots, pump up your tyres, get outside. So I can confirm that that is indeed less than the hour that they say. It's about 5 minutes back to the Land Rover from the top of the hill here, but I do believe it's probably not a bad time to bring this episode to a close. The weather looks like it's about to turn, which was forecast. So it's a good successful day trip with 3 short walks that the whole family can enjoy. Nothing too serious, lots of bird song, plenty of fungi, lots of different species of tree. So since I was near Hunterville, I thought I might as well have a lunch stop out of Hunterville, somewhere that I haven't been before. Well, I have been here, Simpsons Reserve. Unfortunately, as with last time I visited here, you can't get across the bridge. Now, without getting incredibly wet feet, there is no way to get across. And I don't plan on getting incredibly wet feet. I don't know how long the bridge has been out. I know it's been out at least 12 months. I'd come through a couple of years ago, maybe even pre-COVID, on my first bikepacking trip and checked out the spot as somewhere to camp, but didn't actually camp here, and so I've never been around the bush, but I would like to. So I'll continue to keep an eye on it, and when it is accessible again, you'll see it here.